In a dramatic culmination of events that shook the quiet town of Portslade, 3 men have been sentenced to prison terms following a ferocious clash between rival barbershops that spiraled into a weapons-fueled melee. The sentencing delivered earlier today at Lewes Crown Court brings partial closure to a violent episode that saw 7 individuals face trial, though only 3 were ultimately convicted, with the jury acquitting the remaining 4 due to a lack of compelling evidence tying them to the fray. The courtroom proceedings laid bare the intensity of the confrontation, which erupted from simmering tensions between the 2 competing businesses. Ayob Mohammed, a 21-year-old resident of Weston Road in Brighton, received an 18-month sentence after being found guilty of violent disorder and possession of an offensive weapon. Evidence presented during the trial revealed that he brandished a metal torch, swinging it as a makeshift weapon amid the chaos. Saddam Qadir, 31, from Blacksail Walk in Oldham, was handed a 2-year prison term for the same charges, having wielded a wooden plank with menacing intent during the brawl. The heaviest penalty fell to Sarbast Ibrahimi, a 25-year-old from Summerhill Avenue in Hove, who will spend 2 years and 9 months behind bars. Like his co-defendants, he was convicted of violent disorder and possession of an offensive weapon, with the court hearing how he, too, resorted to a wooden plank to lash out in the skirmish. Prosecutors from the Crown Prosecution Service painted a vivid picture of the incident, describing a scene of unchecked aggression where everyday objects transformed into tools of harm. What began as a rivalry between barbers escalated into a public spectacle of brutality, with metal torches and wooden planks wielded freely, posing a grave risk not only to those embroiled in the dispute, but also to anyone unfortunate enough to be nearby. The trial itself was a meticulous affair, sifting through the actions of 7 accused men, though the jury concluded that 4 played no provable role in the violence, setting them free after weeks of deliberation. Sussex police, reflecting on the sentencing, condemned the episode as a calculated and reckless outburst that shattered the peace of Portslade. This wasn't a spontaneous scuffle, it was a deliberate act that put lives in jeopardy, a police spokesperson remarked, expressing relief at the custodial outcomes and underscoring the force's firm stance against such public displays of lawlessness. The Crown Prosecution Service echoed this sentiment, framing the case as a cautionary tale about the perils of petty disputes boiling over into gang-like confrontations. Their resolve, they stated, remains steadfast in pursuing justice against those who bring violence onto the streets. In the wake of the court's decision, authorities have turned their attention to the broader community, issuing a plea for vigilance. They've encouraged anyone who witnessed the clash, or who might have insights into similar incidents, to come forward, offering options to reach Sussex Police directly at 101 or to share tips anonymously through Crime Stoppers at 08005555111. The sentences handed down today, they hope, will resonate as a sobering reminder of the steep price paid for letting rivalries descend into armed disorder, a lesson etched into the fabric of Portslade's recent history.